Guys, I want to make this video for you guys to give you guys a couple of different tickers I am watching for this week of January 6, 2025. First off, I'm going to start off with Tesla and move on to NVIDIA for you guys. There are a handful of stocks moving across the watch list, but these two, NVIDIA and Tesla, are currently my favorite setups right now. I am watching some other ones, but I will go with Tesla and NVIDIA for you guys. So, NVIDIA here, we had a beautiful reversal setup from last Friday, which basically signaled a strong reversal head, reclaiming back over my demand zone slash support at 387. 387 was the big area for Tesla to hold bottom line support for bulls, and I did also have a range of the demand zone in case bulls did not want to hold on that one specific level. So to give you guys an idea, when I look for resistance or support, I typically give myself a little range, a few dollars of a range on both sides, so that I'm not trying to be too greedy by a few dollars off. For example, let's say I have Tesla at 460 or at 362. It's not guaranteed that Tesla is going to hit 362, right? There's really never a guarantee in the market of a stock hitting this level of resistance or this level of support. So a very good way to give yourself a more successful entry or exit on your options or trades is to give yourself a nice range of resistance or support, or you want to call it demand and supply zones. So here we have Tesla pulling back today after a nice pop during pre-market and open today. So pretty much most of the action happened in pre-market, and unfortunately it sold out pretty quickly for people who had calls over the weekend. Now you can see that the range that I had on Tesla was around 403 to 387. I did post my chart this weekend for you guys on Tesla. I posted right here, clean reversal off at 380s, working out so far. Reclaimed back over 387, which was the key for bulls. If they can defend this reversal play, this can head for 460s in the next 2 weeks. For myself personally, I'm not taking a trade until we back test that 400 to 387 range again, looking at January 17th or later calls once we had that pullback. And today we had that exact opportunity on Tesla, pulling back to the 400s, very low 400s, very close to 400. Today's low of day is going to be 401.70, and I entered January calls around 403 today with a nice move into the end of the day, which is giving me a good sign of a move higher this week, throughout the week. This back test setup is beautiful. It basically held the high range from yesterday. It's looking good for a move higher. So for Tesla to start moving higher, we do have to clear this resistance, which is going to be over here. You can see how we have a little bit of a struggle right here at 427. Currently, Tesla's at 411. That's going to be around a $15 to $16 move on Tesla to move up from the current share price, which is nice for our January calls, especially short-term calls. If you guys already got it right now, your entry should be good here or anywhere around 400, 403, 401, whatever, and you can take profits as soon as we hit that resistance in case it does reject again. But for now, I'm focusing on Tesla trying to break above that 428, 427, 428 level. Above that, we can get pushing towards the top of this area right here, which can range from 448 to 460s. My target is at 461. And then the 485, which I need to fix. 488.50 will be the all-time highs. But yeah, that is my Tesla play. I do have January 17th for this little small play right here. The reason why I don't have January 10th is because it's a short week, and knowing Tesla, it's an extremely volatile stock. It can swing up and down 10, 15, or even $5 overnight, and screw up with your options a little bit. So I like to give myself a good amount of time anytime I trade Tesla, unless I'm scalping on the 5 and 15-minute charts. Then I'll be doing the 3 to 4 5 day expiry. But other than that, if I am swinging Tesla, I will definitely give myself more than 2 weeks of expiry. But yeah, that is my Tesla theory / chart right here. Next up is NVIDIA. I'm going to make this quick. I don't want to take too much of your guys' time on this one, but we had a beautiful gap up continuation from last Friday. This was a very obvious setup. I hope a lot of you guys were in it. We gapped up. We hit my target range around 148 to 150. Pretty much crushing both targets. We almost made a new all-time high today. I sold my 150s for 120% profit today. I am back in on today's pullback at the close. Looks like we had a strong close. That doesn't really matter, but this is a good sign for a overnight move and opening a little bit higher tomorrow, back in the 151 or 152 range. If we do end up doing that, that would mean that we would be defending our all-time high range support, which is going to be right here at 148.80. This is a very important level for NVIDIA to hold. If we do that, we can form a nice base above it and start to consolidate or bull flag, at least fill the gap maybe in the future to 145, 144, 144.50 is the gap fill. If we do fill that gap ahead, that would mean that we would have a nice bull flag on NVIDIA. That would look like this. Pop here, a pullback to fill the gap, and then a move higher. So that is a good possibility of what could happen on NVIDIA. Right now, I am looking at a little bit of a bigger picture on NVIDIA. Right around like this right here. That is my current theory. If that does not work out, we lose 148.80. I will clear this level, and I will go with the little bit of a bull flag theory. I will update you guys on that. But right now, it is a little bit risky chasing Tesla call or NVIDIA calls if you guys are not in yet, just because we gapped up for pretty much 2 days in a row, up over 10% in the past couple of days. So if you are not in yet, you haven't made any money off NVIDIA yet, I would honestly wait for a pullback first. If that doesn't happen, then you guys have to move on. If you have been in and you made some good money on it, then I would look for an entry either under 148.80 or around 145 or 144.50. Anywhere between 144.50 and 148 would be a very good entry in calls based on the pullback on NVIDIA. My upward targets will be 155 and 165. My time frame on that happening is, I will say, give or take two months, at least around there. Right now, chips, aka semiconductor sector, is doing very well. I believe there is strength in that right now. Tech, on the other hand, is very slow. It pretty much fades off every gain it has. There are some strong tech companies right now, but other than that, I am focused mainly on chips at the moment. So that is that. If you guys are in chips right now, I would honestly just do NVIDIA over anything else, or even AMD works if you guys can also afford that as well. But MU, TSM, ASML, all RCX, Lamre, there's a bunch of different companies you can go with, but for the best result and liquidity and all that, NVIDIA is the way to go for at the moment. And I believe it will always be as well. So that's that. That's the video for you guys. If you guys have any questions on either Tesla or NVIDIA charts, any questions on my levels or anything I've said in this video, let me know. I'll be happy to help. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.